Hey Jelly Babes, welcome back to my channel. So it's time for another group collab, and if you hadn't already guessed, the theme of this collab is mermaids. So that's what we came up with the idea together for this group collab. And once again, my Jelly Babes have not let me down. They have come up with such gorgeous designs. And I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. What I love about these group collabs is you can take one theme and come up with so many different ideas because of everybody's abilities and products and you know, imagination, which is just amazing. I love it. I love that side to it. We do have some new arrivals as well, and they will be going across the screen now. So welcome, ladies. I'm so glad that you've managed to come and join our group collab and make it that little bit bigger and have that little bit more of creativity to look at as well. So as always, I will leave links to all of their channels and Instagram in the description box below, so please go and check out their channels and their videos, as a lot of hard work has been put into this collab. So this is my design. Now you may be wondering, why do you have stiletto tips on? I thought this was on your own natural nails. And you'd be right in thinking that. I did do it on my own natural nails, but then I was such a silly jelly mama and decided that it would be really great if I deleted all of the footage. Yeah! So, yeah, rather frustrating when I found that out. So basically, I decided that I would do it on my stiletto tips, and that way you still get to kind of see it on a hand as opposed to doing it on pop sticks. So yeah, so that's why. But I hope that doesn't deter too much from my actual design, and obviously you will get to see on my future videos as well, with it being actually on my hands. So yeah. So getting into the tutorial, I am applying a layer of white gel polish. You will need to do this, possibly 2 coats, depending on how good your white polish is. I'm using my much loved Gnarly Nails Neon Pigment Additives because they're just ace, and I just kind of wanted to do a bit of a different theme using neons with the mermaids instead of the typical colours. And I'm going to be using this Born Pretty silicone tool. I kind of stumbled on this by accident really, because basically I wanted like it kind of like a specific sort of shape with how I wanted the neons to go on, and because you've got this thin like line, I could use that to sort of mark out where I wanted the neon additives to be. And actually I did find that it sort of worked itself into the sort of gel polish really well. Like sometimes when I've applied it with the brush and I've gone ahead and put the top coat on, it's kind of taken some of the colour off, whereas with this it still stayed like proper neon, which I really loved. So if you're wondering, maybe you're new to all of this, if you're wondering what these powders are sticking to, they are sticking to a tacky layer that is left when you apply gel polish. If you don't use gel polish but want to create this look using normal polish, you can do that. Basically apply your polish like normal, then you would apply a layer of foil, transfer foil glue to the nail and allow that to dry, and that gives like a tacky layer, so you could do it that way. So I kind of wanted to do like a different sort of gradient to normal, which you're probably thinking it looks like a real mess, but trust me, near the end it kind of comes together really well. So I've removed all the tacky layer, and I just think that just looks super pretty and eye-catching, and I love neon, the neon look anyway. So I'll just turn it around so you can get to see it. So I kind of was going for that sort of like V-shaped gradient. It's not perfect, but you know, it'll do. I'm stamping over it anyway. So because I'm going to be going into stamping, I'm applying liquid latex. So I'm using this because it makes cleanup easier, basically, because you just peel this off at the end, so it's less cleanup. So I'm using my Uber Chic Mermaid Life plate, and I'm using the mermaid scales and this gorgeous little mermaid right here. So these are the products that I'm using. So it's Qin An stamping polish and a cheapy clear jelly stamper that I got off eBay. And I'm just going to be applying these scales to my index, middle and pinky finger, and also it would be on my thumbnail if I was doing my thumbnail, which I did do my thumbnail when I did this on my own nails. And I just thought with this sort of V-shaped gradient, it just looked super cool, and it just sort of blended all those colours in nicely. And I've left the sort of ring finger free because I'm going to be applying the mermaid accent, the mermaid on as an accent nail. So I'm applying gel polish just to obviously protect that stamping image. And I just love these mermaid images. They're so cool and super pretty. So I'm using my Bang Good glow in the dark polishes to fill in this mermaid, carrying on obviously with the sort of neon theme. So I am just using the brush out of the bottle just to fill in the hair. And obviously for any trickier parts you can come in obviously with a finer nail brush, like a detail brush, but actually I just found it quite easy and almost quicker doing it this way. So I'm using the blue, obviously with a finer detail brush for the sort of mermaid's little bra and sort of most of her tail, but sort of like the fin at the bottom, that's where I put the sort of yellow, just to sort of kind of add as much of the colours that I've used in the V-shaped gradient as possible in the mermaid. So I actually filled in her eyes blue as well, and doesn't that just look so pretty? And I love how these colours all go together. So now I'm using my B.loves Spring Collection stamping polish because it's like a nice sort of natural colour. So I'm using that for the skin, and I'm just very carefully filling in. The arms are a little bit tricky here because obviously there's not much like gap to fill in with this sort of style of stamping in, but yeah, it's totally worth persevering in the end because it does look super cool. So that's how your little mermaid will look. Now, I messed up again. Can you believe it? You'd think I'd get better doing this the second time. Basically, before I applied this top coat, I should have applied white polish all over the hair and the tail and things like that, just because it would have made the colours pop. So you'll see when I show you it on my own natural nail that the hair stays purpley, but because I put it onto this and I didn't put the white on underneath, it changed it, and I was so frustrated with myself. But we kind of had like a little mini heat wave when I was redoing this nail design, and I just couldn't be bothered to do this again. I'm sorry. It was just too hot, and it was everything. I was using all my willpower just to carry on doing this design again. So yeah, so you can see it kind of changes it to this sort of weird brown shade. But if you'd applied the white like I should have done, then it does actually still stay that sort of really cool purpley pink look. But yeah, but you get the idea. So that is it for today, Jelly Babes. I really hope that you've enjoyed watching this collab. Please go and check out the other ladies and check out their designs, and click subscribe if you've not done so already. And yeah, so here's the sort of collage of all the designs together. So whichever one takes your fancy, go and watch that one next. Thanks for checking out mine, Jelly Babes, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.